Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to a book tag. This is the New York Times by the book tag. This was created by Marie Berg, and she kindly tagged me, so I feel so special. I will link that video down below. You should definitely check out Marie Berg. She's awesome, and her channel is so lively and wonderful, and you should definitely subscribe to her. Question number 1. What book is on your nightstand right now? I never have just a book on my nightstand, it's always a pile, so let's get to this. Moby Dick by Herman Melville, Little Dorrit by Charles Dickens, The Folktales of Scotland by the Montgomerys, Indistinguishable from Magic by Catherine M. Valenti, Alice in Wonderland and Philosophy edited by William Irwin, The Brontes Selected Poems edited by Juliet R.V. Parker, and Needles and Artifice, a refined adventure story with ingenious knitting patterns by the Ladies of Mischief. So that's what's on my nightstand right now, and today is the 5th of March. Question 2. What was the last truly great book that you read? That would be The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I will link my long blathery review down below. Question number 3. If you could meet any author, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to know? I don't want to meet any authors. I've thought about this question and it just made me anxious because the idea of talking to an author... See, I don't fangirl. I love the works, the world, the characters themselves. I don't fangirl over the people who created them. So I wouldn't really... I don't want to talk to any authors. Question number 4. What books might we be surprised to find on your shelves? Well, back home, I do have a copy of The Divine Comedy by Dante in a Borders leatherbound edition. I haven't touched it since I bought it when I was about 16, but there you go. Also, I bet you wouldn't have expected to see this. The Playboy Chic's Virgin Stable Girl by Sharon Kendrick. Question number 5. How do you organize your personal library? By genre and feeling, though I did have it organized by color at one point and they looked gorgeous, but no, normally it's just by genre and then I put them all together on a shelf the way that I choose in that moment. Question number 6. What book have you always meant to read but have not gotten around to yet? And what book are you embarrassed not to have read? So I bought The Odd Women by George Gissing after I took a Victorian novels class in college, and I've been really interested in reading it ever since, so it's been minimum 4 years, but I just haven't gotten to it. This is about spinsters and women and being alone and loveless marriages, and it just sounds right up my alley, and it's Victorian, but the poor thing, it's been neglected. That's why it's up here with me now, so that maybe I can read it this year. And I'm embarrassed to have not read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, but I do plan on rereading the series and actually getting to this year. So fingers crossed I actually do that. Question number 7. Disappointing, overrated, or just not good? What book did you feel you were supposed to like but just didn't? And do you remember the last book you put down without finishing? I thought I was supposed to like The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch, but I only gave this 2 out of 5 stars. It just wasn't the world for me. It just wasn't the book for me, even though I don't think it's a bad book. And I last lemmed Heat Lightning by Helen Hull. I picked this up because I wanted a fluffy, nice read to read next to Moby Dick, which is not as fluffy. But unfortunately, this is a bit more intense than I was anticipating. So I haven't put this down for good. It's just not the time right now. Question number 8. What kind of stories are you drawn to? Any you stay clear of? So I'm drawn to books that are beautifully written. I will pick up or try almost anything if someone tells me it's beautifully written and they mean it. And also lately I've really loved books that talk about people who are alone for one reason or another. And I think that a lot of people are, but there aren't a lot of books representing those sorts of people. And I definitely stay clear of contemporary books that don't have something else that pull me in, just plain contemporary. And I'm also not a big thriller or mystery person. Question number 9. If you could require the president to read one book, which would it be? I don't know, but I picked The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Question number 10. What do you plan on reading next? The Robber Bride by Margaret Atwood, and Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. So that was the New York Times by the book tag. Thank you very much, Marie, for tagging me yet again. This was lots of fun to do. I tag Acacia Ives, of course, and I also tag Paige from Pages and Pages. Thank you for watching. I hope that you had an entertaining time watching me do this tag. Please leave me in the comments down below the books that you're going to pick up next, and until next time, continue to be lovely.